It's not a coincidence that Black people all over the planet, but especially in the United States, have been embracing our relationship with our ancestors more than ever in recent history. And simultaneously, this country's going to hell. I don't think it's a coinky-dink. We're feeding our ancestors, Black people. We're reestablishing our ancestral roots, our connections to our ancestors. The more attention that we give to our ancestors, the more focus we give to our ancestors, the more we feed our ancestors and foster that connection, the more power they have in the spiritual ancestral realm. The more power they have to look after us and take care of us and handle shit so we don't even have to get our hands dirty. Christianity has had Black people in a fucking chokehold for 400 years. And that has severed us from our ancestral connections. And as a result, our ancestors have not had enough fuel to do what need to be done. But now, Black people are waking up. We starting to be like, you know what? I don't know about this motherfucking Bible. Something's not adding up here. Black people putting the Quran down. Black people putting the Bible down. And Black people are starting to pick up some motherfucking roots. I know I set up my ancestor altar a few years ago. I had a calling to do it. They kept whispering in my ear saying, baby girl, put something up for us. And I know a lot of other Black people have been doing this. Black people, it is our time to embrace our true lineage, our true connection to our ancestors, and our connection to this earth. Mother Earth loves us. She protects us, but we have to love her back. The more attention and focus and energy that we feed to our ancestors, that we feed to Mother Earth, the more protection we will have and the more work they will do on our behalf. They will handle everything while we stay at home resting. Continuing this discussion on ancestors, isn't it interesting? Now that we're finding out more details about this freaking shooter, it's like the more details we learn about this shooter and the situation, the more poetic, the more cinematic, the more karmic the picture seems to become. So you mean to tell me that the shooter was a white man, a young white man from a Republican family? His grandma is out there being like, look, I'm okay with y'all calling him an assassin, but you're not gonna call him no goddamn liberal. He comes from a MAGA supporting Republican family. His daddy is a cop. He attended a conservative university in Utah. And as we're starting to find out, when you dig below the surface, the picture that's beginning to form is this man unalived Charlie Kirk because he felt Charlie Kirk wasn't radical enough. The story, the picture from meme culture that's starting to emerge is that there's been beef on the far right. There's a whole community following Nick Fuentes and hating on Charlie Kirk and his community because they're not considered to be far right enough. I mean, it's right infighting. Add to that the poetic nature of this man being shot to death at the moment that he was talking about gun violence, mass shootings, trying to implicate transgender people in mass shootings, and the last words to escape this man's lips were gang violence in an effort to blame Black people using dog whistles. The last thing this man said on this planet was a dog whistle. All while under a tent saying, prove me wrong. It's giving very much people are working behind the scenes. And by people, I'm very much alluding to our ancestors. The fact that our ancestors touched our hands back in November and said, babies, stay home and rest. They said, stay. We all got the psychic message to stay the hell inside. We all got the psychic message that this isn't our fight. And we've all been getting the psychic message over the last few years to connect with our ancestors. And behold, the levels of poeticness, the cinematicness of all of this stuff unfolding around the unaliving of Charlie Kirk. I mean, if it doesn't say ancestors are doing work behind the scenes, I don't know what does. So once again, my fellow Blacks, we got to feed our ancestors so that they have the energy and the fuel to work on our behalf behind the scenes while we rest.